You know what's really funny? I never was a coffee drinker. I despise coffee, actually. Never really cared much for this shit. But after making this video, I'm starting to think otherwise. Help me, please. God help me. But hi, how the fuck are you? Living healthy? Living healthy right now? You good? Got bitches? I know you've been playing Elden Ring. You got maidens on you? You got some maidens? You know? Fist bump? Fist bump? Too soon? Sorry. Well, my name is Nani, and yeah, if you saw the title or the thumbnail of this video, no, it is definitely not clickbait. We are talking about the word simp. Yes, you are taking this plunge with me. Can't say no because you're already fucking here. We gotta do this together, fam. There's no other options. We are talking about the word that strikes fear into the hearts of men, women, content creators, streamers, and incels alike. Everybody's involved in this motherfucker. I figured I would stir up the pot a little bit. And by stirring up the pot, I mean actually churning that motherfucker. The word simp has gained its fair share of fame, and I would like to say notoriety over the past few years, especially 2018, 2019, and 2020 respectively. Because what else are you going to do when you're stuck inside because of a global pandemic, getting unemployment every week? What are you going to do? Either going to do one or three things. One, you will either spend the majority of your money on food and using Uber Eats. Don't do that. Please don't do that. I did it. Wasn't the best thing I should have been doing. I maybe should have just been ordering groceries online and actually doing that, but I chose the lazy road, and it has not been beneficial to me at all. Don't make those same mistakes. And if you did, too fucking bad. Welcome to the club. Two, giving your money to somebody else. And don't act like you haven't. You did it in a few ways. Like, let's just, I feel like that's something that's everybody has been doing for the past like 2 years when we were stuck inside. And last but not least, number three, fap. Now hold up, hold the fuck up. I ain't trying to hear no shit. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit right now. You know what I'm talking about. And to be fair, you probably did all three. I don't judge too much, but it's all good. Just don't say you didn't, because I know you did. Don't say no. But more or less, there have been plenty of debates, conversations, and memes, which to be frank are probably the best part about all this, about why being a simp is somewhat looked down upon, why they are considered to be the lowest of the social media or life food chain. And I say life food chain because social media nowadays is life. Let's keep it a stack. If you know, you know. Everything is writing on social media nowadays. That is literally what makes and breaks us as people. Sad to say, but it's the truth. But that's where my ass comes into play. To give my extremely scuffed opinion, and yes, I had to put opinion, you know, there's a lot of ranting mannies out there who is well ready to jump on it and be like, you don't know what you're talking about. Bitch, shut up. Fuck, shut up. Shut up. But to give my opinion and not really care about what you think, it felt good saying that. What if I were to tell you that being a simp was bad, but also good? Maybe. Well, you'll most likely rant in the comments about how I'm fucking delusional and how I'm spreading more propaganda than the United States during World War I. And to be fair, I wouldn't blame you. But before we get into the video, I'd like to thank everyone for watching. If you do enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. And you know, if you want to have a discussion about it, if you disagree or you agree, feel free to leave a comment. I would love to hear what other people think about like the word simp in like, you know, topics and stuff like that. For the most part, this is mostly meant to be educational. Like there's no, you know, just supposed to get my opinion, spreading some facts here and there with a little bit of satire. These videos are not meant to offend anyone in any way, shape, or form. All right, this is not meant to hound anybody or hound a certain type of people. This is just literally just meant for my opinion and just to give my takes on the matter. So buckle up, buttercups. We are taking the dive into the world of simps. Now, all things considered, before the word simp was used to describe horny Redditors using their mom's credit card for OnlyFans subscriptions, sorry Fortnite, your time has come, the word goes all the way back to the early 1900s and even earlier, with simpleton being the definitive word meaning stupid, dumb, or dimwit, with the addition of multiple folklore stories describing the simpleton, and is basically meant to teach lessons to younger kids, right? Like we already know those kind of stories. But side tangent, is it just me or the word dimwit just sounds worse than like stupid and dumb? Like I would much rather be called stupid and dumb than a dimwit. Like picture it literally, like somebody calling you a fucking dumbass, right? Like that's nothing, but someone calls you a fucking dimwit, I don't know how to feel about that. That literally hurts my core a little bit. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I digress. If you would fast forward some decades, the word simp is actually quite popular in African American culture, mostly derived from hustlers and pimps. And to be fair, one of the most popular references of this was from the artist Rick James. And if you know Rick James, you can probably see where I'm about to go with this.
What is the 5 fingers? Say to the face. What? Slap.
His song Pimp the Simp was actually quite popular, and it basically depicted the relationship between the pimp, which is the seller, the buyer, which is the simp in this case, and the woman, which is the oh, you know what? You know, just in this term, we're gonna call her a broom. Get it? Because like, you know, a hoe is a garden tool, and broom is like broom is a broom. Like,
Stop it. Get some help.
all right, I'll stop. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. With simp in that version of the song meaning sucker, idolizing, mediocre pizza. Yes, we're saying pizza because Domino's is fucking mid. I would rather eat Little Caesars than Domino's. I said it. Don't give a fuck. Domino's has been doing me dirty lately, bruh. I can't stick up for them no more, bruh. I'm sorry. It is what it is. You're gonna have to hold that one, chief. It be what it be. Now, if you were similar to me and was born in the 90s or early 2000s, insert corny millennial joke here, your first run in the word would be this.
Tell me what's making you jump like that. Ain't got no chickens, ain't got no rats.
Okay, say what you want about Phineas and Ferb, but that show fucking slapped. I feel like it was one of the best Disney animated shows to come out in recent memory. That show slapped. It always had bangers, bro. Perry was lit as fuck, bro. That show literally made me want to have a platypus for a pet. And in IRL, platypuses don't even be on Perry status, bro. Y'all got one Disney Channel. Y'all may be kind of mid now, but y'all have some bangers, bro. And so far from what I've given, you can kind of see that there's a generational gap, if that makes sense, when it comes to the word simp. The word simp gained a resurgence back in 2018 and 2019 thanks to social media sites, Twitmusk and TikTok. Every time I say that word, I feel like I'm losing brain cells every time I say TikTok, bro. It's crazy. It's fucking insane. This version of the word doubles down on the Rick James version in a way, especially when it comes to guys groveling and worshiping women who would never give them any ass or the time of day in general. That is basically what simp means nowadays in this version, more or less. Very prevalent. Unlike the older meanings, simp has been generalized in a sort where you can kind of just simp for anything. That's kind of where we're at with the word now. You basically like, you can simp for inmate waifus and husbandos and celebrities. You basically can simp for anything. The overall meaning still is kind of like, when it comes to males, is you being a beta cuck bitch. Yes, beta cuck bitch. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. And you know what? Just for the sake of this video and for fun, I figured that we would go to the website where people under the age of 15 and over the age of 35 go to learn what all the cool kids are saying on the internet. Urban Dictionary. Basically what I did was I went to Urban Dictionary and I put in simping because I feel like simping, we're still talking about the ideology of what simping is. Like we already kind of went through simp. So I wanted to do something different, just basically have like a different term and see what other people think of the word. So this is the first page and we just went through the most popular ones and we're just gonna see what they say. The first one, suckered idolizing mediocre pizza. Look, we just see, look at the connections. See, we're making connections here. We literally just talked about this. A simp is someone who would stop at nothing to get someone else to be with them. This guy, gal, or non-binary pal. What the fuck is that? We in the 1940s, bro? Who says gal? Just say girl or woman, like gal, like shaking my head. This guy, gal, or non-binary pal. Oh, that kind of rhymed too. I'm sorry, bro, I'm a goofball. Will do anything in their power to impress the other person and show themselves off. Sometimes the person who is simping will also be so obsessed with the other person that they will start to follow them around and become that other person. Thus, simping means that the person is actively being a simp. So in this version, they're basically saying the more you simp, the more you become the person that you're simping. Kind of like, you're mirroring the other person. So like a mirror simp or like a doppelganger simp, doppel simp. I mean, I kind of get it in a way, but I don't think that really equates to like you thirsting, right? I mean, that thirst is kind of in there too, right? Edward was simping so hard for Pam. He took off his shirt in math class to show her how jacked he was. All right, bruh, let's keep it a stack. Did you have an Edward in your school or something? Do you know an Edward? I definitely do, bruh. I swear. Like these Edwards, they try so fucking hard. I like how we're already like categorizing Edward and making that like a genre of dumbass nigga. But Edward, I know Edwards. All right, they're not named Edward, but I know Edwards, and they just try too hard, bro. We just look at them, bro, and they think that they put in work, but they really not, bro. Hey, where is Edward? He is probably outside Pam's house simping. All right, to be fair, ladies, if you see a guy outside simping out of your house, I'm not saying call the cops because I don't want you to maybe he's just down bad, bro, but just don't entertain him, bro. Just go back in your room, bro. Just get some noise suppression foam, right? Just air him out, bro. Ain't that hard, bro. Or just tell him to leave you alone. If that don't work, then I'm sorry, too bad on your behalf. Yikes. The next term, simping, is when you like women on the internet. The more you like women on the internet, the simpier it is. See, now this is more what we're trying to get at, right? This is like literally the definitive version of the word simp. Like this is something that instantly comes to my mind when I think about somebody simping.
You're my doormat.
It's so funny because Pokemon, whatever, it doesn't matter what it is. Like it's so funny. Like whenever you think about simp, it's always going to be Pokestans, bro. It don't matter what it is. It sucks. Maybe because she's like the pinnacle of like e-girl stardom or something. Like, when they think about like e-gamer girl waifu, please marry me. Let's play Minecraft together. Maybe that's what she is. I don't even watch Pokemon. I don't really know the hype. I'm an ignorant fuck. Like the fuck do I know, bro? All I do is watch YouTube and read books like a dork. I take this definition as a W. When someone's I'm their feelings, aka when they're sad. Oh boy, sad boy definition of simping. I never knew. I thought literally I didn't know simping means sad. This is something completely new to me. This is literally for all the e-boys out there, bro. With the long t-shirts, bro, with the Shinji Neon Evangelion shirt. You know what I'm talking about, bro. They got the dyed hair, bro, with the long earrings, bro. Damn. Not talking about me though. And they're just like, oh, whatever. Yeah. And all they do is listen to vaporwave and chopped up lo-fi mixes. Damn, did I really just describe a whole genre of person? When you infatuate over women, allowing them to take over your mind and cause you to do things for them that you wouldn't normally do. See, this is the definitive version of the word simp. This is like literally the embodiment of simp. Like this is like everything else and smash it together. That is what this word is, honestly. I'm gonna leave to this game. I want to see what Ann is doing. The boys. You simping, bro. If the boys say you simping, bro, you gotta listen to the boys, bro. Come on. They telling you what it is, bro. You denying them, bro? Damn, man. Your boys are these are true homies, bro. You gotta respect the fellows, bro, who are willing to show out, like, you know, shout out your simping, bro. We're gonna get into that later, but come on, bro. Listen to your boys, bro. Come on, bro. The boys ain't always right, but they ain't always wrong either, bro. Put us on, bro. Stop playing, bro. Stop being a bitch. Come on, man. Now, since we got all that out of the way, now it's time to dig really deep. That's what she said. Why being a simp is bad and good. Now, let's be honest. We all had crushes back in like grade school and middle school, high school, even now when we are adults, right? Having a crush is perfectly normal, right? We always have that one person that we talk to, you know, before everybody else in the morning. Like we make sure to message them ASAP before anybody else, right? That's just how it is. Or the person that you go out to eat food with, right? Someone that you really like, and like, you know, y'all order the same food, and you know, she literally like freaking orders the same thing as you, but she still wants to take your fries. Like, bitch, what you doing? Like, honestly, that's a pet peeve of mine, bro. Like, why order the same thing as me, but then you take my food, bro? Like, what? That literally defeats the purpose, bro. That's like buying the same car, but then you want to drive my car all the time. It's like, what's the point? Like, but that, I digress. Maybe that's just me being salty. Or I'll give you another one, a real specific one. Say for example, right, you knew this girl for a very long time, and y'all was friends for a very long time, for years, right? You never told her how you felt, right? Because you don't want to mess up the friendship. And you know, she decides to start her OnlyFans account because she's trying to make some extra bank, bro. All power to her. You know, you decide to subscribe to her OnlyFans because you're trying to support her as a friend. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, bro. You know why you subscribing to her, bro. That's crazy. But to be fair, these situations do happen. Well, let's channel all of that attraction, all that infatuation, everything that you would channel into a crush, and put that on the hardest difficulty. Imagine playing Elden Ring on simp difficulty. My nigga, you ain't never beaten that game. That game would be nigh impossible. You thought that what was the Millennia, that's her name, the hardest bosses, one of the hardest bosses. Imagine playing that on simp difficulty, bro. You ain't beating that game. Okay. You can go on Rule 34 right now, and the game just came out in February, and it's a lot. It's a lot, and all power to them. It's a difference between, like, you know, liking, you know, it is what it is. You liking what you like, bro, but then taking it to unfavorable scenarios. For example, look at these comments on the Elden Ring wiki for Melina. I will show you right now. These are not even on Rule 34. This is on the wiki. The wiki. Look at this. People talking about her not appearing enough when the real issue obviously is she'll never be real and sit on my face. Mating press. She has no right being this cute. She's just perfect. Doll and Maiden in Black are way better. Miyazaki, why? Why does she have boots? You betrayed all of us. I wanted feet and I got none. 0 out of 10 game. Would not recommend.
What?
You can't make this shit up. You can't. Honestly, these are... See why I need coffee for this? Okay, this shit is making me tired. Tired of all the bullshit. These are some real deplorable conditions y'all living in right now. Y'all need Jesus. Where Kanye at? Where he at? He too busy dealing with his own demons, bro. K-Dot is coming out, bro. Kendrick is coming out, bro. Y'all can't be acting like this, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all need to stop, man. What is this? But I digress. For the most part, simps are mainly seen in a bad light because eventually, for anyone who is friends or is involved with the simp, gets sucked into their bullshit one way or another, whether it be physically or mentally. Being a simp doesn't affect just you. It affects the people around you. Or for worse, more or less. Let's say this. You're with your brodies, right? And you know, they can clearly tell that you're simping for a girl, right? You're oozing the simp pheromones. It's stinking other place. It smells like wet boxers and musty wet boxers and must. So let's just go with that. The simp pheromones are all over the place. You tell them about this girl that you like. You know, you clearly tell them, like, you know, she leaves you on red, right? She leaves you on red. She only hits you up when it's convenient, right? She only asks you for things. She never really bothers to hit you up. She makes promises that she never keeps because she wants nothing to do with you, right? All the clear tell signs, right? And your fellas, you know, they seen it from the outside looking in, they're like, yo, dude, you're simping, bro. And what do? You decide to be like, no, you're hating. You just don't understand. She's just busy. We have a connection. Nigga. See, at that point, you are being a super duper simp. Literally, the whole entire point is like your brodies. It's not like, you know, to be fair, the brodies ain't always right, bro. Clearly, some scenarios, like they might be wrong. But if it is clear evidence when it comes to scenarios like this, you can't really deny that. And you denying it just makes them upset at you because, like, you're being a fucking dumbass. And it's kind of just like they don't want to deal with that shit. You are literally denying the truth all because of the 2% chance that you're going to get some booty. Those are really good odds. They're not. If that's not dumb bozo syndrome, I don't know what is, honestly. Especially when it comes to e-girls. Now, don't get me wrong, I have no problem with e-girls. Ain't no sweat off my back. It is what it is. But let's be frank. Y'all know what y'all be doing, bruh. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Y'all know what y'all be doing, bro.
Yeah, as you can see, it's quite musky, it's quite cloudy.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more. Where the fuck are your parents?
E-girls are out here eating real good. Eating real good over here, just chewing, out here prospering, bro. Y'all are literally profiting off the hopes and dreams of all these hopeless men, thinking that they're going to get spare coochie. And it is what it's like, you know, it is what it be, but literally that's the culture. That is literally what we're dealing with. That is like literally the endless cycle of being a simp. And that's not always the same scenario. It's not just e-girls, right? There's plenty of other factors, but when the first thing you think about simp, this is the first thing that you see. For the most part, I fuck with Belle Delphine because she's actually a troll and she's funny, so she gets a pass. Like, you know, she know what she doing. Like, she already put out there, like, yo, and you know, I respect that. Like, she's funny. She got that. She's cool. Getting to my point, it seems like simps are willingly putting themselves into these situations. They would rather sit here and binge on false hope than just recognizing they probably have a better chance elsewhere with another girl. Like, nobody's saying that, like, you know, they can't get a girl. It's just like they're going after something that is clearly unachievable, and especially when the girl's already making it clear that they're not interested in you, right? That just makes things even worse. It's actually similar in a way where you're trying to fix a broken marriage, but you're not even married. You're not married. It's not you. You know what? You're not even married. You didn't even get to first base. You're literally on the first level, bro. It's like trying to fight a level 99 boss and you level 1, bro, trying to speed run the game, bro. It's literally just like, where are you going, nigga? You ain't going nowhere, bro. Sit your dumb ass down, bro. You know what? I'll give you a better one. Do y'all remember Fall Guys, the official quarantine game? I'm literally calling it the quarantine game because that's what it was. There is a stage in Fall Guys when you like manage to beat everybody. You're in like final stage with other finalists. There is a stage called Simp Mountain. And the whole goal of Simp Mountain is to race against these other contenders. You know, you gotta dodge obstacles. You can grab other people, throw them off, and stuff like that to get to the crown at the very top. And you know, once you get the crown, you are named the Fall Guys champion. That's like literally what happens, right? So you're basically racing, going through all this work, contending, fighting with other people, thirsting for that dumbass crown, right? You're just going through the crowd. You're like, no, I want this. You know, you're just, no, I want this. I want it. I need it. That's what you're doing, right? You're literally SpongeBob trying to get the water. You get to the crown, right? But instead of you winning, the crown is like, nah, bitch. And it's just like, it just dips, and it's just like, nah. You don't stop there. You are still chasing after the crown when clearly you know that you're never going to get it. That is literally the best ideology I can use in this point. This is like the best reference I can use. In most cases, it's actually true. But here is the kicker. This is what I've been trying to get to this whole entire time. Take everything that we discussed about, you know, simp, the origin of simp, what simps do, the ideology, and let's turn it into something positive. Being a simp at its core isn't inherently bad, and in most cases is actually somewhat necessary. At the end of the day, as people, we are always looking for validation from someone or something, especially when it comes to relationships. I feel like that's already a given, right? A simp is kind of different. Being a simp, it's kind of like you're expecting to get the girl because you're doing all of these unnecessary things that you think she would appreciate, like, you know, like being overly chivalrous and like doing nice things, and you know bragging about doing nice things for a girl, and you know, you expect them to just automatically like you because you're doing all these things for them, where it's like there's really no substance, especially when there's a girl who's not even remotely interested in you. Like, that's what makes it even worse. And as cringe and sad as it seems, that's perfectly fine. It's okay. We can't expect everyone to act and approach, you know, people they like in the same way, right? To be a alpha male, right? Or be like, you know what, fuck these hoes, right? You know, you can't really expect that from every person, right? People experience these things differently. Not everyone is going to be suave. Not everyone's going to be sophisticated and confident and not fold or fumble under their words when they're speaking to somebody even remotely attractive. Me, for example, I don't give a fuck about these hoes. I'm just doing me, bro. I be in the cut. When I see somebody pretty, I'm just like, wow, they're pretty, right? They're pretty, and I somehow fumble. That's just me. I'm not thirsting. It's just like that's literally me. Like, my brain just goes into fumble mode, right? Like, I'm over here wishing you like Gruntilda from Banjo-Kazooie, bro. Like, I'm over here picturing, for me to cope, I'm trying to make you look ugly so I can talk. No offense. Actually, fuck you for looking good. You know what? Yeah, fuck you. You suck for looking good. Yeah, I'm blaming you now. Yeah, I'm projecting. Yeah, I'm doing that. Even myself as a fucking Giga Chad. And yes, I am a Giga Chad. Fuck you. Let me have this. Let me have this. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Let me have this. Please, let me have this. Even still, I have these problems. But the difference between me and a simp is that I have my own convictions and validations, as well as I know when to quit, when to stop, when to just cut the brakes. I feel like that's what I feel like that's what separates everybody from being like a simp. I feel like that's like the main boundary. Simps don't have no limits. They really don't. And I respect them for that. It's kind of like the more you treat a simp like shit, it's like the stronger they get, like the more resilient they get, right? Like, if that makes sense, it's like their determination increases or something. That's honestly what it feels like. It's kind of similar to Dragon Ball Z. You know how, you know, like Saiyans, for example, like, you know how Vegeta was talking about, like, the more Saiyans get their ass beat and the more they fight, you know, the stronger they get. That is literally, you can literally put that in a simp side by side, and like literally, like, simps will be the strongest. If that's how we doing power scaling, if simps, like, we had, like, you know, if we was on the same kind of category as that, simps would be broken. It would be broken. They would be overpowered, bro. You can't stop that limit. They have no limit, and that's where the problem lies. I'm not gonna cap. It definitely sucks to find somebody who you're interested in, right? Somebody who likes the same music as you, likes the same movies, somebody who can share a laugh with, somebody who is godlike at Smash, OD at Smash, and it will fuck you up. That is amazing. That is great. Sorry, I'm projecting. Honestly, it sucks to find somebody that you're honestly interested in and it's not mutual. That's life. It is what it is. That's the way the world works, fam. And the simps, or just like, I'll just call them people in this situation, they need to figure that out for themselves. They do. In spite of how, you know, we're looking outside and we're seeing it in social media, we're seeing it on TikToks and memes, and, you know, everybody's talking shit about the simps. In spite of how cringe it is, and don't act like you don't watch it because it's cringy. Y'all love that cringy shit. I know you do. So cut the cap. For the most part, you know, in spite of how like cringy it is and how embarrassing it may look, it needs to happen. It's just nowadays, it's just like a lot more prevalent to see these kind of things, right? These things probably been happening, these scenarios probably been happening long before, but now we just have the means to record everything, and now we see it for what it is a lot more prevalent now. And you know, that's just how the way the world works. You know, that's just where we're at now, and that's perfectly fine. And before y'all be like, you know,
Now it's telling is saying that you need to be rude to women and you should be nice. That is toxic masculinity.
bitch, so fuck you mean? But no, in all honesty, all jokes aside, it is perfectly fine to be nice and sweet to somebody who you, as long as even if it's mutual or even remotely mutual, right? You know, it's not like, you know, somebody's going to like you off the bat, right? Sometimes things like that takes time. There's a difference between, like, you know, simping for somebody and doing kind things for someone who you're interested in, and like actually getting to know a person and this and a third, and even developing some sort of bond before it even gets to these other points, right? And if it don't work out, it don't work out. You keep it moving. That's how relationships should work, right? Some people get super attached. Some people don't really understand that yet. And I feel like, you know, being a simp is just one step, figuring these things out, finding your own self-validation, knowing when to cut things, knowing the boundaries. All of these are super important. And for the most part, some people figure these things out and some people don't. You know, it is what it is. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I'm the dumbass. And that is honestly my opinions of why being a simp is somewhat necessary. And, you know, to all my simps out there, it's all good. Keep simping. I'm gonna keep laughing at you because I'm not gonna stop laughing. It's funny as fuck. I understand it. I, for the most part, kind of get it. So I'm not gonna be the one who's over here roasting you. I may laugh in silence, but you know, we all been there. So in my opinion, do what you gotta do, but just know, you know, just don't do the most, right? Like, you know, I want to see y'all prosper, bro. Don't be out here, bro, because it's looking kind of bad for the fellas, bro. I'm not gonna cap. Just, you know, learn the matchup.